There it goes. Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. It is Memorial Weekend. Let's not forget what this is about. This isn't about you going off to the beach and having, beginning of summer vacation and stuff. This is the weekend that we remember all those who made the ultimate sacrifice for us. The veterans. The ones who are no longer here. This is about remembering them. So put down that damn cheeseburger, that hot dog, that potato salad, okay, that macaroni and cheese and all that stuff, and be thankful for all those who have done what they have to keep us free. It feels good to be home. It also, I miss the red brick house too. That has literally become part of me. And that has been a big part of my life and stuff lately, trying to get that thing done. I'll be honest with you, once it's done, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's crazy because it's like I got up this morning and, I talked about my Cowboys and things, took care of some other stuff I had to. And then I was immediately out in the workshop until I literally killed my table saw today. Killed my table saw. Ordered another motor for it. It'll be here on the 1st or the 2nd, which kind of sets me back a little bit, but it's okay. Setting back. Okay. Here's my thoughts. Boss Man Fat, rapper / football player, or football player / rapper, however you want to see it. He hasn't been doing too much as Boss Man Fat. He's been Kelvin Joseph more than anything else. A pretty good special teamer, but has left us wanting as a cornerback. The Dallas Cowboys have been working him out at safety. I have two thoughts on that move. Two thoughts on that move. Either he's Charlie Waters in the making, because some of you guys who are old enough to know who Charlie Waters is, may understand what I'm talking about. Charlie Waters was a cornerback for the Cowboys originally. And he got burnt badly over and over and over again, to the point where he thought he was going to get cut. This is during, of course, Tom Landry era. And after that game that he played so poorly that literally he could not cover anything, Tom Landry said, if I had 11 guys on the field with the heart of Charlie Waters, we'd never lose. Heart only gets you so far. But what they did was they took him from cornerback where he was toast, and they made him a safety. And enter the golden era of the Dallas Cowboys safety. Wow. He was one of the best Dallas Cowboys safeties ever. I'm not saying he was the best. I think Darren Woodson should be in the Hall of Fame, but he was a great one, an incredible one. But had they left him in cornerback, he probably would have been cut. And we'd be Charlie who? So, could Boss Man Fat go from being cornerback to safety and become great? Well, the problem for him is we got a lot of safeties. We got a lot of really good safeties. Got Donovan Wilson. We got Jaron Curse that's back there. Malik Hooker. So the problem is when the Cowboys changed Charlie Waters to safety, they had a need for safety and a guy for playing time. I don't know that Kelvin Joseph is going to get much playing time at safety with the safeties we have unless we have a rash of injuries. Let's hope that doesn't happen. What this more sounds kind of like, you'll remember going into last season, we heard about the Cowboys talking about Semi Fioco, that they were playing him at tight end. That they were working him out at tight end to do a position change. That didn't work out. He never did anything at tight end during the season or even during training camp. It's just an off-season move. But what it sounds like to me, and I could be wrong, is what they're trying to do with Kelvin Joseph because he's a second-round draft pick. You don't want to give up. You don't want to admit that you were wrong on a second-round draft pick. If you're wrong on a fourth or a fifth or a sixth, okay, that's a crapshoot. But you don't want to admit that you made a mistake with a second-round draft pick. And herein lies the problem with the Cowboys. The Cowboys, too many times, they do their homework and they draft first-round guys better than anybody. Oh, my God, they draft first-round guys better than anybody. You know, the reason why the Eagles are always signing players and looking for players in free agency is because they suck at drafting. They suck at drafting early in the draft. You know, last year was Jordan Davis. Remember Jordan Davis? Oh, my God, Jordan Davis is going to revolutionize the defensive line. And not to say that I didn't want Jordan Davis, because you know how I am about interior defensive linemen. But you have to look at Jordan Davis. For them moving up for that guy wasn't good. I mean, they've had guys like Carson Wentz, one good season. Some of the receivers that they've gotten in the first round and second round. The Eagles just don't do good early on in the draft. You could go through. I think Lane Johnson was the last Pro Bowler that they drafted in the first round. It's not that way with the Cowboys. Problem for the Cowboys is, second round, the Cowboys are looking to still get a first-round talented guy. They did great with Diggs. But generally speaking, they look for a discount. They look for a guy who's had some maybe off-the-field issues or some injuries that have devalued them, and had they not had those issues, that they would have been a first-round guy. Jalen Smith. Leg injury. A lot of people stayed away because they said he may never play football again. Well, he's having an okay career with the Giants. At least he's still employed. He had a great season for us, but he was never living up to the hype that was. I still think the drop foot is an issue with him. Randy Gregory. Should have been a top 10 pick, but, you know, pass the Dutchie from the left. And Randy passes it from the right, from the left and the right, from the left and the right. Guy with all kinds of potential, all kinds of ability, couldn't stay on the field. And the list goes on. Tristan Hill, a guy who had problems getting along with the coaches. Enter Kelvin Joseph. They want Kelvin Joseph to be a player on this roster. They don't want to admit that they made a mistake. And I dare say this is the last opportunity for Kelvin Joseph. Kelvin Joseph is going to have to show something more than just special teams, because here's the other part of the equation too. The NFL, with the rules change on kickoffs, pretty much makes it so you don't want to return the football. We were having this discussion during our live stream earlier that, Kayvon Turpin says, I'm not fair catching anything. Well, dude, you better damn sight be able to get past the 25-yard line every time. Because if you don't, you not fair catching or letting the ball go out the end zone is costing yards. They have basically taken the collisions out of special teams on the kickoffs. They just have. And so if your only contribution to the team is special teams and they're whacking away at what you do, you better find something else to do. That's why Kayvon Turpin is taking more snaps than wide receiver. They're trying to find a place for him on the roster. So Kelvin Joseph, I hate to say this, but let's dance romance tonight. It's your last chance. I think it's the last chance. I think that's how it goes. Shout out to Donna Summer. But it's your last chance. So you got to show up. All right, you good people. Another day in the books in this year that is going by so fast. I can't believe it's summertime already. It seems like, it was just yesterday that we were going down to Stuart Morrison's house. And that was almost a year ago. Man. Remember, good people, tell the people you love them. And remember all those who are no longer here with us. I'm Mark Holmes, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I love you. God willing, I'll see you tomorrow. I don't know why the security light came on. It ain't been on all evening. Now it is. And now I'm still sitting here in the light, waiting for it to go out. There it goes.